Hey everyone, my name is Caleb with Landers Chevrolet Cadillac of Joplin, Missouri, and here in front of me we have a 2020 Chevrolet Camaro 2SS convertible. This one is Summit White, and you can see the new front end design for 2020. They updated it with a more body color portion instead of just black throughout. We've also got SS badging as well as a black bow tie emblem, projector beam LED headlights, and some really cool red stripes on this one. We do have 20-inch wheels with Brembo brake calipers, and they are red calipers. Some Camaro Heritage badging, and that black convertible top. Another look at those wheels with red calipers. And back here, we've got SS badging with rear parking sensors, as well as a quad outlet exhaust and a pedestal spoiler with the rear view mirror camera, which we'll touch on in a little bit. But while we're back here, let's go ahead and get an exhaust start up. Getting inside the trunk is super easy. You just have to double tap the button on the key and it will pop the trunk for you. We've got a little bit of space here because we put the divider up for the convertible top. If you know you're not going to be dropping the top, you can pull this out and get more storage. However, we've left this cover up because it is summertime and we want to keep the roof down. And so it just snaps right in there. Getting inside the Camaro is super easy thanks to Chevrolet's Smart Key Access. All you've got to do is walk up to the door and press the button to lock and unlock the vehicle. So right now the vehicle is locked. All you've got to do is press the button and it will unlock. We've also got blind spot monitoring in the mirrors. And here's a look at that gorgeous adrenaline red leather interior. We also got red stitching, a full power driver's seat, as well as power windows and power locks and mirrors. And we do have two-person memory with driver easy entry and exit. And to start the Camaro, you just get into the cockpit, put your foot on the brake, and hit the button to start. In order to put the top back up, all you have to do is push this button, and we can get a view from the inside as the clamshell goes over and the top comes up. The top automatically locks in place, and that clamshell in the rear comes down, you can see in the mirror, and the windows are ready to come up. And so to close all the windows, you just press this button that says rear and use the same controls, and that will put up the rear windows. And then you press this button and the two front windows are ready to come up. Once inside the Camaro, you're going to find this digital display in the middle that can be controlled by these four arrows and the select key. So right now we've got our digital speedometer. Going down shows our trip A, trip B, as well as our fuel range, oil life, tire pressures, and our timer, and a blank screen for easy driving at night. Going to the right on this screen will not do anything, but going to the left, if you go down, we've got performance pages. And so this is our G meter, same thing here. We've also got our oil temperature, oil pressure, battery voltage, trans fluid temperature, tire temperature, and back to that G-force meter. Going back to the left and down, we've got our audio, our navigation, and turn-by-turn directions will pop up there. We've got our Bluetooth telephone and options right here. Going back up to our info screen, we do have auxiliary gauges up top, and then Bluetooth, calling, voice activation, as well as a heated steering wheel and a cruise control on this side with our two favorite buttons on this side. And then we've got volume down there. We have paddle shifters for that automatic transmission, automatic headlights with variable intermittent speed wipers, and then we do have a heads-up display. And so right there you can see 0 miles per hour right next to our Silverados. And so if we go down, you can adjust it up and down as well as the rotation. And we have our digital speed in one screen. The next screen is our digital speed with the current audio, and then we've got our digital speed and compass, and then we've got our RPMs with G-force and our digital speed, and then back to that regular screen. Coming to the middle, we do have Chevrolet's infotainment display, and so going home, we do have our radio and phone with presets at the top. On our radio screen, we do have AM, FM, satellite radio, and Bluetooth, along with Bluetooth calling, OnStar turn-by-turn directions, and our climate displays. Going back home, shows all of our apps, so we do have a Wi-Fi hotspot, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a few more apps. OnStar services, and the same climate screen. One really cool feature about these new Camaros is the ambient lighting, and so the ambient lighting shows up all over the cabin, and you can kind of see it in between the cup holders right here, for example, or down the side of the door. It shows up all over the cabin, and you can change it to whatever color you want, as well as two-tone colors. And so if we go to maybe a blue and a green color, you can see it change right here, just like that, and it will change all the way down the door as well for that two-tone color. This is a really cool display and a really cool system. You can even link it to your drive modes. And then going down further, we do have heated and cooled seats for the driver and passenger. And a really cool way to change the temperature of the air vents is you just twist the entire dial. It's a very, very cool way to do it. And then we've got fan speed right here, hazards, and shifting into reverse. And the transmission does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines, just like that. Below that, we have traction control off and our drive modes. So we've got touring, sport, track, and snow and ice. Power parking brake, along with a little bit of storage, or sorry, a 12-volt power outlet. And then a little bit of storage inside the center console. And then we've got a rear view mirror camera. So it was the little camera on the back of the spoiler. Sometimes it's really hard to see out of the back of the convertible with how tiny the window is. So we've got this rear view mirror camera for an unobstructed view. And then we've got OnStar and the button to raise and lower the top. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like as you raise and lower the top. Well, that's going to do it for the tour of the 2020 Chevrolet Camaro 2SS convertible. If you have any questions about the Camaro or any other Chevys, please contact us here at Landers Chevrolet. Otherwise, thank you for watching and have a great day.